What's good, peeps? Thanks always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. So AJ, in the last couple of days, has tweeted, I think something along the lines of, I will be 2 times world champion, which is good. As an AJ fan, I don't pretend to not be. I like that he's got that confidence. I like it a lot. Have you guys been watching, I'm sure you have, AJ's YouTube channel? He released a video, I think 2 days ago also, talking about the defeat, showing some stuff behind the scenes, things that I like, things that we don't ever get to see. What did scare me a little bit from a rematch standpoint is that he's saying there was no knockdown. Would he admit that? I don't know. He did, I think, kind of admit about the David Price one, and there was no panic attack. So all those conspiracy theories as to why AJ lost, he's saying, I just lost. Which, I don't know, scares me a bit. I wanted to know or hope that something happened behind the scenes and thus give him an excuse as to why he got beat like that. If there was nothing, then a bit nervous. I can't lie, I'm a bit nervous. He did speak, and it's funny, we always criticize boxers, us, what we called armchair fans or whatever they call us. It's a lonely old sport. Fucking hell, it's lonely. He mentioned, you know, the idea of getting punched in the head and his legs just going. And you even see it in slow motion, how he tries to stand up, and he basically barely can stand up. Barely can stand up. He did also speak about the ref stopping it. He didn't moan that the ref stopped it, but there was like a bit of, you know, I listened to the ref instructions, I came forward and the ref pushed me back, then stopped it. Don't know, could he have continued? Possibly. I think the writing was on the wall, but he could have continued. You know, I was thinking about AJ in terms of what he needs to do. He needs to know how to make adjustments. And I don't mean just adjustments in the lead up to this fight. Obviously, he's going to have to do stuff completely different than he done in the first fight, obviously. I am talking about making adjustments in fight. Not many people can do that. I actually believe it separates the very good boxers from the elite boxers. Floyd was a genius at making adjustments. Like, Floyd would take a couple of rounds off just to watch what you're doing and then make adjustments and just beat you happily, easily. Usyk done it against Bellew. In fight, was making adjustments. It's not easy to do because in the lead up to the fight, I don't know why I'm schooling you guys on this. You guys probably will know this, but I'm just talking. In the lead up to the fight, obviously you watch tapes on someone. So Ruiz would have watched tapes on Joshua. Joshua watching tapes on Ruiz. And everyone knows what Joshua's going to do. Everyone knows what Ruiz is going to do. Ruiz does something different. Joshua doesn't adapt to it because he doesn't know how to make adjustments in fight. Where Joshua does something different, Ruiz has got a bit more better boxing IQ, can make adjustments, and then go on to win the fight. Does Joshua have enough about him to make adjustments in fight? Very, very difficult. I mean, just imagine it, guys. You're getting tired, you can't breathe, your legs are dead, you're getting punched in the face. You've got to make adjustments through all that. It's not easy to do, but that's what Joshua is going to need to do. There has been a rumor recently circulating about Anthony Joshua contacting, I think it's Ismael Salas, David Hayes' former trainer. I doubt it. I can't see that happening. I think even Sam Jones, Joe Joyce's manager, saw the tweet and I think said something like fake news. So I don't believe that's going to happen. My only real confidence, and it is a small confidence, about Joshua regaining his belts back is that he just completely underestimated Andy Ruiz Jr. Like 90% of us. Like completely underestimated him. Maybe watched a couple of tapes, didn't really study him in detail. And that's my only confidence, that he just went through it and thought, you know what, I'm just going to get through you. And then we're already talking about Wilder Fury fights. Whereas Ruiz, and I think, I can't remember the ring announcer's name. What's that ring announcer with the dreadlocks? He actually done something on IFL TV the other day speaking about this, when he said something like Ruiz would have been studying Joshua from the get-go. Studying him for years because Joshua's the world champion and you always look up. So he would have been watching all Joshua's fights thinking, if I ever get a chance to fight this kid, Joshua's not looking down. So Joshua is never sitting down watching Ruiz fights. He's not doing it. He's watching Wilder fights. He's watching Fury fights. He might even be watching Usyk's fights, but he's not watching Ruiz fights. So whereas Ruiz has been studying Joshua for the best part of, I don't know, how long has Joshua been world champion? 3 years? Joshua has probably never ever, apart from in the lead up to this fight, studied Ruiz. So Ruiz has known every Joshua weakness there is, where Joshua's only tried to, I don't know, cram as much knowledge in 5 weeks or 4 weeks. That's what I'm hoping. If that's not the case, then Joshua isn't beating Ruiz again. He's not, because I know he can't make adjustments in fight, and Ruiz can. So for me, it's a case of, did he underestimate him? Now that he's studying him fully, will that be enough to get past Ruiz? I pray it is. If it's not, then we have a problem, but I think it will be enough. Peace.